Welcome back, everybody. Today is November 10th. It is a Friday. We're about to close the shop for the weekend, and I figure what better way of doing it than doing a video. So this week, a little bit of an overview. We had about 400 shirts we got done, about 100 hats we got embroidered. We had to get them done this week due to a new machine coming, which we'll get to that here in a minute. I had to drive about 90 miles away a couple days ago to go get some plywood for some reindeer and sleighs for Christmas that we could cut out on our CNC machine. So I went down there to kind of get a better price. We bought bulk, so we did that. Along with that, we found this door for the front entrance here of the shop. These metal buildings, they come with these old cheap metal doors that are made for like a mobile home. And honestly, they're not very good doors. Whenever snow starts coming out, they're going to be a pain in the ass to work with. So I wanted that kind of door originally, but they didn't offer it with the package. So, yeah, I kind of got to do it myself. So sometime the week of Thanksgiving, I'll probably knock it out. Anyways, right now, we're kind of at a standstill Friday. It's at the end of the day. We're pretty much done for the day. I'm finishing up a few tumblers for an order we got here on the laser engraver. But yeah, next week our new machine's coming for embroidery. It's going to be a game changer, I think. Right now, you see back there, we have a four-head Baradin 9-needle. It's a 2000 model, so technology has kind of grown a lot in that aspect for that industry. Back then that used to be kind of like that was the go-to thing, back in early 2000s. But it was just time to retire it. It's too old. It gets thread breaks all the time. Damn good machine though. I mean, we've had it for 6 years, and we've had some issues with it, but I think every machine has its issues, and where that one's older, it's just prone to happen. But we have a great technician that has came out and fixed it 2 or 3 times. Last time we replaced the rotary hooks on it, and it's been running fine ever since. So it was time. I'm done with the whole quantity thing versus quality when it comes to embroidery. I'm not a fan of embroidery anyways, just because I just don't like the stitch look. But a lot of people like it. It's kind of a thing we have to offer, I guess, as like a wholesale custom apparel company. So, I mean, we don't have to, but we tried the whole outsource thing. It just doesn't work. So, we have a single head SWF KX series coming. It's a whole new technology when it comes to embroidery. It has it's called auto tension, so it automatically adjusts the tension on your thread as it's stitching. So, like, the quality is outstanding from what I'm seeing, and it's kind of like the Tajima. Tajima has something really similar to it, but we decided to go with SWF just because it's easy to get one right now for a single head. We wanted a 2-head, and honestly, it wasn't that much more than a single head, but they couldn't get one until July. So there probably is a little bit of an issue still of getting some machines, but it is what it is. My plan is get this one now, then I'm hoping by March they'll have another one ready to go, and whenever it gets to that time, then I'll probably get another single head, or hopefully a 2-head. So we'll see. Some woman's supposed to come and look at my Baradin next week, so I'm hoping that one will have a new home. Like I said, it's a great machine. It's just we've had it for 6 years. We knew it's an older machine. I feel it'll be a lot easier to train somebody on this new one. That old one there, it's more analog, as I call it. So, it takes floppy disks. It was upgraded to USB, of course, but everything menu wise, all that stuff is so early 2000s. It doesn't show the design on the screen where it's at. It just shows what stitch you're on, that type of stuff. So we're ready to upgrade. When I first started the business, I actually had a Racoma, and honestly, it wasn't a very good machine. And if I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't even have went the cheap route. So we sold it, and we ended up finding the Baradin, and we had issues with it when we first got it as well, but I think it was more user error than anything. But yeah, that's where we're at. Next week, I'm actually going to make a video when the new machine comes, so look out for it. I'd like to do a really nice, basically a whole video just dedicated to that, because like I said, for embroidery, we're wanting to push more quality than quantity, I guess you'd call it. Yes, it's nice to be able to stitch 4 hats at once. 4 hats being done at one time is amazing, but let me tell you, whenever you do it on an older machine like that, you have inconsistencies, and I don't like that. I like to have everything look as good as it can, and I feel if we do single heads, we have a little bit more control of what each hat looks like. So if it costs me in the long run more money to have, various machines, I'm all for it. Just because I know the return on investment's going to be a lot better, because the quality we can push out, which means we could charge a little bit more. Or that's how I feel anyways, trying to talk about stuff like this. Like I said, I don't like the look of embroidery. I've never have. But there's a lot of people that do. And, hats are one of them things. Like, it's hard not to do a hat without embroidery. But we do offer leather patches if you want to do it that route. I love doing leather patch hats. We use something called Hide Bond, and it's a lot better than what people used to use about 2 or 3 years ago. Like, it's formulated for leather and to stick to hats and stick to hats. So that's a big thing that I like to push now is leather patches, because they're easy to do, they're fast, and we could do bulk like crazy. So that's like, I like pushing that, but like I said, everybody likes embroidery for the most part. So we're trying to really push that as much as we can. So be on the lookout for it. I will be back next week with a new video with this embroidery machine. So watch out for that, and we'll go from there.